You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. Only in Newsday, a judge has decided Nassau County does not have to pay restitution for red light camera fees because they were, quote, voluntarily paid. The judge made the ruling saying because drivers did not protest, they paid the fees willingly. Just last year, a state appeals court ruled the $100 fees were illegal. Now, in a few moments, Newsday transportation reporter Peter Gill explains what this could mean for drivers. And 7 DMV employees are facing charges for an alleged commercial license scheme. The DA says the operation created a dangerous situation
and had a terrifying potential to put unqualified drivers behind the wheels of commercial trucks.
Prosecutors say it happened at the Garden City DMV. One defendant is accused of dressing up with a fake beard and mustache and taking the test multiple times. Authorities say drivers would pay as much as $3,000 for someone to take the test for them. A DMV supervisor is among those charged in the case. And New York State Attorney General Letitia James has been indicted on a fraud charge. That's according to the Associated Press. Now, the indictment, which was handed up in Virginia, comes amid a Justice Department probe into alleged mortgage fraud. Now, James has denied breaking the law. She says she made a mistake while filling out a home buying form, but quickly fixed it. And Suffolk County is announcing 2 strategies to fight terrorism.
We have to be constantly vigilant. So not only is Tom with us, not only do we have our intelligence center right down the hall here, but we're adding technology, and we're going to invest in technology to make sure we keep people in Suffolk County safe.
Officials say they plan on expanding drone use and focus on security during large events like the Suffolk County Marathon. Police say there will be barriers along the marathon route to protect against attacks and officers with guns deployed onto rooftops. And a fire badly damaged a Hicksville restaurant. Fire officials say it started in the basement of a building that houses Halal Munchies and House of Donuts. 200 firefighters were called to the scene on Marie Street just after midnight. The cause of the flames is being investigated. All right, let's take a quick look at tomorrow's weather. It was a picture-perfect day today. A little chilly, but still nice. You can see tomorrow it'll be a little chilly again, temps in the 60s. We'll have sun and clouds overhead, and of course, we'll have that 7-day forecast for you later in the broadcast. Only in Newsday, a judge has decided that Nassau County does not have to pay for red light camera fees because they were, quote, voluntarily paid by the drivers. Newsday transportation reporter Peter Gill explains.
Nassau County has argued, and the judge sided with them, saying that drivers paid the fees voluntarily because they didn't protest at the time and or because they didn't do so under duress. And they point out that red light tickets won't result in added points to your license. On the other hand, the lawyer for the plaintiffs and the drivers has argued that people could face having their car booted if they have a number of outstanding traffic tickets. It's difficult to say what this is all going to mean for drivers who have tickets and are hoping to get their fees back, paid back to them. It could be a longer drawn out process in Nassau, and it's also possible that the driver is going to lose their appeal as well.
New details of what happened to a Patchogue teen months before she went missing. The 14-year-old's family sent her to a Minnesota treatment facility to address her drug addiction and sexual abuse. 4 days later, though, she was gone. Court records show at least 4 men pleaded guilty to criminal sexual conduct for what they admitted to doing to her. Nearly 24 people are facing charges on Long Island and in Minnesota in connection with her cases.
This is a pervasive problem that happens in every community.
Now you can see our entire unprotected investigation on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. All right, it's over for the Yanks. The Blue Jays ended the Bombers' World Series hopes last night in the Bronx, no less. Yankees beat writer Eric Boland looks at how things fell apart.
Sometimes in sports, you just get beat. And that was the reality facing the Yankees after their season came to an end at Yankee Stadium in a 5-2 loss in Game 4 of the American League Division Series to the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays owned the Yankees all season long, winning 9 out of 13 meetings in the regular season, and they took 3 out of the 4 games in this best-of-5 division series to advance to the ALCS. The Blue Jays will face the winner of the Tigers-Mariners series. That series is headed for a deciding 5th game in Seattle. That was something the Yankees were not able to accomplish in Game 4. A victory would have sent this series back to Toronto for a deciding Game 5. But Toronto, as they did all season long, they put the ball in play, they hit with runners in scoring position, and they did it right off the beginning of this game against Cam Schlittler. Everybody remembers how good he was in a deciding wild card victory over the Boston Red Sox last Thursday when he struck out 12 over 8 scoreless innings, but the Blue Jays tagged him for a run right off the bat, really stealing all of the momentum that the Yankees had from their victory in Game 3 here when, of course, Aaron Judge hit the towering home run off the foul pole in left field to tie that game up. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Had a home run to put the Yankees ahead for good in that one, and Chisholm, even after that game, said the series turned right there with the Yankees with the victory in Game 3. That did not turn out to be the case, and the Yankees are left searching still for their first World Series title since 2009 as their season comes to a sudden end tonight at Yankee Stadium with a disappointing loss, one that certainly no one in that clubhouse saw coming, but all of the players afterwards repeated a mantra similar to the one that I opened with. We just got beat by a team that was better than us and was better throughout the entire regular season, something that carried over into the postseason. Reporting from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, this is Eric Boland for Newsday TV.
Two years ago, Northport's Ava DeMarco was a quiet freshman, just trying to fit in. Now, she's the player her teammates look to in the biggest moments.
I just love putting the ball places where it would make success for my teammates.
When I saw her play, I had no idea, and I think the thing that blew me away the most was her IQ.
DeMarco finished last season with 5 goals and 2 assists. But this season, she's already more than doubled that and is currently one of the leading scorers on Long Island. And it's no coincidence. The move from center midfield to forward has completely unlocked her scoring potential.
Forwards, they're meant to score the goals, so I just knew I had to do that.
She's been so confident and just wants to really help this team as much as she can. And it's just resulted in so much success for her and our team.
But she's not just the team's lead goal scorer.
She also has leading in assists, so she knows when she can go to goal and when she can find her teammates.
It's that unselfish mentality that's helped Northport's chemistry shine and led them to a near-perfect season so far.
There's not one selfish player on our team, which brings our bond together definitely more.
She doesn't care if she's scoring the winning goal. She just wants to win, and she wants to do everything she can to help her team win. It creates a really, really nice chemistry that has been amazing to watch all season.
But despite all her goals and highlight moments, DeMarco keeps her priorities simple. Team first.
It's pretty cool, but right now I'm really focusing on getting to that county championship with my team.
It's been a season full of statement wins here in Suffolk. First, we start here in Class AAA, where DeMarco scored this game-winning goal, leading Northport to a 1-0 victory over 3-time defending state champion Ward Melville. Sayville also had a 1-goal win scored by Morgan Farrell over previously undefeated Islip. The fight for that top spot in Class A heats up between the Golden Flashes, Islip, and last year's champion, Shoreham-Wading River. Moving to Nassau Class A, Seaford has had 5 shutout wins this season, allowing just 8 goals scored on them. And for Class AA, Garden City is having another dominant season as they look for another Long Island Championship appearance. For Newsday TV, I'm Jolie Katzen.
What's Up on Long Island is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy. helping Long Island homes and businesses save with solar for over 20 years.
All right, here's what's up on Long Island. Enjoy the flavors of fall at the Mill Neck Apple Festival. Apples will be for sale, as well as baked goods, jellies, and sweets. There will be live entertainment and games for kids Saturday and on Sunday. Take culinary adventure right here on Long Island. The Taste the World Food Festival features more than 100 food, art, and beverage vendors. It's Friday to Monday at Tanger Outlets at Deer Park. And there's more family fun to be had at Hertshire Park in Huntington. The Long Island Fall Festival this weekend has local artists, carnival rides, and food trucks. Don't miss the meatball eating contest on Sunday. All right, let's take a closer look at your 7-day forecast to see if it's pretty nice weather to eat those meatballs on Sunday. So what do we have cooking? We know that Friday is going to be nice. Oh, you can eat those meatballs in the rain? No, check it out. We have rain Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Temps will be anywhere between the 60s, close to 70s. It's going to get wet after Sunday, but hold on because it looks like Wednesday and Thursday will be dry. Hopefully it'll stay dry throughout next week too.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC. Only in Newsday, the story of an abused girl continues. Newsday investigates how an attempt to send her out of state to safety had terrible consequences. Unprotected, missing in Minnesota. Now available at newsday.com/unprotected.
For more on the stories you've seen here today, head over to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a happy wedding, Taylor, and more news coming up.